What's up, compadres? It's your boy Flex with Drez. Welcome back to the channel. I don't know why I'm wearing sunglasses inside like an asshole, but I'm Casey Neistat in it. Today we are back with a little kind of tech review. If you've been a subscriber for a long time in my channel since the start, then you'll probably know that I did a kind of day in the life tech review on the camera that is shooting this right now, which is the G7X. It has served me well. It's pretty much been my main camera for everything. But I kind of felt like it was maybe time to upgrade and just get a little bit more packing power, which is what this video is about today. So today we are going to talk about the Canon M50 Mark II. So it just recently released in the UK. So here it is here. Boom. I'm not going to do any sort of unboxing or anything like that. It's a box. It comes in a box. I mean, what do you want me to say about that apart from it comes in a box? This is the Canon M50 Mark II. It is very similar, or should I say almost identical to the Mark I or just the Canon M50. Identical body, identical parts and everything like that. You'll hear a lot of YouTubers saying that you're better off just going with the original M50, and I somewhat do agree with that if you already have the M50. If you don't, then maybe this is probably the kind of one you want to get. So I have had this camera for maybe about 2 weeks now, and I've been shooting with it, I've been filming, I've been taking photos and everything, and just off the top, it is a great camera. So just straight out of the box, it's a pretty good camera. You know, you can just set this thing to auto plus mode and you can just start snapping away with it and taking videos, and it'll pretty much do the job. You know, Canon's really good with their auto settings. I mean, this G7X is set to auto right now. That is probably a point. If you're maybe thinking like, should I get like a point and shoot, or should I get this kind of mirrorless camera? It's really dependent on what you're going to shoot it for. You know, the G7X is great, it's absolutely great, and see if you're the type of person that just wants to maybe make a YouTube video, snap some family pics, and you just don't want to play about with settings too much, then the G7X Mark II, this is the one I've got. Like, you can't go wrong with that. But if you want something that you can maybe play around with a little bit more and have a little bit more customizability with lenses and stuff like that, then this is a good camera to get into. And speaking of lenses, I got this sort of package together. So it was this paired with the 15mm to 45mm kit lens. So yeah, this is a pretty decent lens to come with it. So let's just kind of talk about some of the features of the camera. So the camera shoots in, I believe, well, over in the UK it's PAL, so it's 24 frames per second, 50 frames per second at 1080p, and we've got 4K at 24, which I mean isn't the greatest, and also there is a massive crop-in factor that you have to take into account with this camera. Keep that in mind if you're like ideally wanting 4K. This might not be the camera for you if you're wanting to shoot just in 4K. I think I'm fine with shooting in 1080p. You also have the feature of 720p at 100 frames per second. I think in the other setting it's 120, but over in the UK, PAL, it is 100 frames per second, which basically means that you get the option of a kind of good looking slow motion. It would have been really nice if Canon could have somehow adjusted that and made it to 1080p. It is what it is. So in this new one, it has given you the option to live stream, which is absolutely useless to me because I cannot stream to YouTube because I don't have enough subscribers. Which means hit that subscribe button, please. But enough talk. I mean, I could talk all day long about this camera, but I know what you really want to see is you want to see how it looks. So let's just switch over from the G7X to the Canon M50 Mark II. So I'll just point out that this is on auto mode, so you'll kind of see that it's adjusting to the lighting and stuff like that, and it'll kind of change here and there. But I just kind of wanted to show this is what it looks like when you just whip it straight out of the box, put it onto auto plus mode, and just lens on and just shoot straight away. This is shooting in 1080p at 50 frames per second, so same as what the G7X was shooting in. We have the autofocus kind of feature, which is kind of nice, and it's just kind of tracking me as I go back and forward. Canon's really well known for having that kind of dual pixel autofocus. That's the kind of downside, is that the 4K doesn't have a dual pixel autofocus, which I mean, What are you doing here, Canon? Come on. I'm going to show you some footage in kind of 4K, I'll show you some footage in 1080p, I'll show you some slow motion footage in 720p, and what I'll do is I will do a combination of auto mode, kind of me walking around vlogging and stuff like that, and I will show you maybe what you could potentially get when you adjust with the settings and stuff like that. This is just a kind of vlog test, what it's like if you were just to put it straight onto auto mode and just straight out of the camera. So you're just kind of vlogging on a kind of decent sunny day. It's a bit windy, but it's quite decent. Just all the auto exposure settings and all that. I'm playing about with different lights and stuff. And then you've got Lisa there, who's absolutely sick and tired of
the vlog life.
But yeah, so I mean it pretty much does the job. This is what you get straight out. This is no playing about with the settings or anything like that. You're just kind of straight into auto plus mode and just straight out the box, and this is kind of what you get and what to expect from just you vlogging outside. And there we have it, guys. That is the Canon M50 Mark II. I'll let you decide for yourself from all the footage and stuff like that to see whether it's the camera for you. But if it's your first time picking up an M50 and you want a little upgrade from like a point and shoot or something like that, then I definitely recommend this camera. If you've already got the M50, I would probably say just stick with that. But I'll let you decide. And if you enjoyed this video, then please leave a little like. Don't forget to subscribe, and also leave a comment and let me know if you're planning on picking up this camera for yourself. But until next time, guys, I will see you later on. Peace.